Hi guys and welcome to P-Tech. In this video, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks for the iPhone X and iOS 12. These are just a few tips and tricks that you might not know for the iPhone. The first one is the ability to lock almost all of your apps. So in iOS 12, Apple included something called Screen Time, which lets you know how much time you spend on your phone. So it's pretty useful really. But what it also lets us do is lock apps. What you need to do is go into settings, scroll until you find Screen Time. When you find Screen Time, click on that and then it will give you all of your hours and tell you how long you've been on each app and on your phone for. But what you need to do is go to app limits, which you can see there. When you've hit app limits, all you need to do is enter your passcode, which you've set for Screen Time. You hit add a limit and then it gives you all of these options, which you can see here. You don't really need to worry about anything else that you can see. Just make sure all apps and categories are selected. Once you've done that, just hit next. Make sure you set your timer for 1 minute because this is the important thing. If you set it for 1 minute, when you go back to the home screen, that means that all of your apps will be locked straight away and you don't have to wait any sort of time for it. So you can see that when you go back to the home screen here, almost all of your apps are locked. A few of them aren't, so you've got your Maps app which isn't locked and your messages at the bottom, but things like your photos are locked. So when you click on your photos, it'll tell you straight away that there's been like a time limit set on it. Now, if you want to extend that time limit, you have to enter the passcode which you entered to set the limit in the first place. You can then choose between 15 minutes, 1 hour, and all day. The next tip you might already know, but I'm always surprised by the amount of people that don't know this already. And it's about enabling Reachability Mode in the accessibility settings on the phone. What it does is it makes the phone a lot easier to use one-handed. So if you swipe down on the home screen, it just brings half the screen down with it. So it makes it a lot easier if you want to try and check your battery percentage, for example. The way you turn this on is go to your settings again. All you need to do this time is go to General, then Accessibility, and then scroll until you see Reachability just there. Mine's already switched on, but yours shouldn't be if you've never used this feature before. Just toggle it until it's on, and then it just makes your phone a lot easier to use in one-handed mode. Another tip is being able to see the songs that Siri has listened to. So I ask Siri what songs are playing all the time, and until only the other day, what I would do is I would screenshot what it came back with, and then I'd have a look at my photos later and then search for the song. But there's a much easier way to do this. So if you go into your iTunes Store app and then click on the top right hand corner, it will give you 3 options that you can see at the top there. If you hit Siri, it then gives you a list of every single song that you've ever asked Siri to search for. So it might have been on an old iPhone or an old iOS version, but here is a history of everything that it's ever searched for. So it makes finding out what Siri has searched for even easier, and if you want, you can buy it from the iTunes Store. Unfortunately, it doesn't take you to Apple Music. The next one is making the phone remember certain words. Like, there's nothing more annoying than when you're typing a message and the phone starts to autocorrect real words. Like food for good happens all the time. Another one for me is tram to team. You've got ill to aisle and ducking as well. So if you want your phone to remember these words, if you type them quite a lot, then there's a way around it. So if you go into your contacts, you then need to just add a contact as the word that you're trying to type, if that makes sense. So if you want to say the word food, but it keeps changing it to good all the time, then just add food as a contact in your phone. Then the autocorrect remembers that it's an actual word and it won't change it and be really irritating anymore. One of the last tips is being able to move a load of apps at once. So it's another feature that I forget even exists inside of iOS 12. If you're someone that likes to change your apps around quite often, then this will save you tons of time. All you do is you hit your app as you normally would to move it from page to page, and then with your other hand just click the other apps you want to move with it, and you can move loads at the same time. Like, I think you can move about 20 different apps at the same time. So you just move them onto the page you want to, or move them onto another app, and then you've moved them all at once, and you can create your folders and do everything that you normally would do. The last tip is to do with Miimoji, and again, it's another one that I even forget is on the iPhone. But within iMessage, what you can do is you can use your Miimoji or the Animojis to react to messages that people send you, but it has to be on iMessage, so it won't work on WhatsApp. The way you do this is go into your messages, click on the little monkey Animoji face at the bottom, and you can see that my Miimoji appears right away, but yours might not if you haven't used it for a while. So swipe up and then you've got all your options from the Animojis and your Miimoji as well. Just pull the face that you want to do to whatever message it is that you've been sent, and then drag it over that message that you want to react to. And the one good thing about this is that the more you use it, the more friends you'll make, because no one finds this irritating. Thank you so much for watching. They were just a few tips and tricks for the iPhone. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe and drop a like as well if you want. And hopefully, I'll see you on the next video.